All right, it's Toby from Heavyweight MMA. Today is joining me as Battle Giraffe, Cam Rowston. How are you, brother?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Bro, I'm very excited to hear that you have a spot on the Contender lined up, man. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited to get stuck into training and just get back in there and have another crack.
Bro, I feel like Contenders the standard is high. You watch it, and a lot of the guys there are pretty much UFC worthy as it is, bro. I look at your opponent, what's his name again? The Punisher, Torrez Finney. And bro, if I was fighting him, I would shit my fucking pants. He just looks like a fucking god, bro. He's a monster, right? Short, squat, strong fucking monster, man. What do you think about him as an opponent?
I think it's a good matchup for me. Yeah, I really like the matchup that the UFC gave me.
Yeah.
It just suits me well. Like I've fought quite a few guys who are built like him before my MMA fights and my kickboxing fights. So it's like nothing that I really haven't come across yet.
Yeah, the first thing I was thinking is the range, bro. Like you fucking, he has got long arms for a short guy, but that's the sort of range that you'd be liking to fight at, like a striking range. On one hand, he's built like a brick shithouse, but he basically looks like a wrestler, dies for the legs, bro, in desperation, as some people say, you know.
Yeah. From what I've seen, he will predominantly like lean on his wrestling, but he's also got a few good like knockouts on his record as well. So got to watch out for everything, I guess.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro, is it frustrating for you? It's been a long time coming, man. Some different things happening. You're supposed to fight on Contender before. You feel like it's good now, or you feel frustrated the last year or so?
Quite frustrated the last year, to be honest. But didn't let that get to me too much. I just kind of stayed in the gym and kept training with all the boys and stuff. And then, yeah, it seemed all right.
Yeah. And what about the location, bro? Is it all set? It's over in Apex or something, or what's the plan?
Yeah. So the location for the fight will be over in the Apex. I think that's just where they're going to run all the contender shows this year.
Bro, you have any experience over there? Have you gone over with the guys, or you had any competitions at all in the States?
No, I haven't had any competition over in the States. I haven't really traveled that much, like long distance to compete. I was just over there though with Brogan. We just got back. We were doing some promo stuff over there, so we had a good like little scout of the area and of the Apex and stuff, which worked out well.
Yeah, that's nice, bro. It's a good thing, bro, to start off that sort of international leg of your career, bro. You know, like take advantage of it, bro. I was just talking to fucking forgot his name. I was talking to one of the head trainers in Australia, Elliot Compton, and we're just talking about the experiences that people gain traveling and fighting and that, bro. Make the most of it, eh? Like a lot of people just travel and then fuck off, and they don't spend time to like take in the actual picture. I recommend doing it, bro. Like while you're there, why not just take it all in? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It definitely was. That was my first time going there as well, so kind of everything was a bit new, and yeah, it was hot, but yeah, I liked it. It was nice.
Do you reckon that stuff will weigh on you, like psychologically when you go there to be in a different place and all that, or you feel like it excites you and sort of builds it up more?
Builds it up more. Definitely excites me. Yeah.
Yeah. And bro, what else has been changing? Obviously, there's time off when you've had issues and that you haven't been able to fight, etc. Has it given you a chance to like build on anything, bro, that you weren't able to previously?
It just gave me a good chance to kind of like focus on just the separate martial arts themselves. Been doing a lot of jiu-jitsu training, and then a lot of straight kickboxing training as well, which has been good. So less time on the air bike and kind of like more time just focusing on skill building and doing like a lot of weights as well.
Yeah. And this the Punisher, Torrez, it just popped into my head. You'd mentioned the jiu-jitsu. You saw his Contender fight. So he's been on the Contender before, won but wasn't accepted into the UFC. In that fight, a couple of things that you see is he got cracked. Like he got cracked pretty bad a couple of times. Like it looked pretty dubious for him a couple of times. And also the other guy was threatening him a bit with jiu-jitsu as well, right? Like he looked like he was touching on or edging towards that Kimura a couple of times, yeah? What do you think of those things as potential sort of weaknesses?
Yeah, definitely. Me and some of the coaches have already sat down. We've looked at his fights and we've gone, oh, this part here, like all those things that you just mentioned just then. That's everything that we've picked up on as well.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good. Like I've been working my grappling and my jiu-jitsu a lot, like the last year, just purely by itself. So I'm excited to show it off. I'm excited to give it a go.
Yeah, and not to downplay him. He's obviously a gunfighter. He's like undefeated, right? Is it 8 fights or something? 8 fights.
Yeah.
8
Oh
wins,
yeah, he's a beast.
75% wins by KO, bro. You know, he's a good fighter. But at the same time, he kind of reminds me of the old style where you'd have just wrestlers coming up in the sport because he just dives in, right? Like I haven't watched all these fights. I've watched a couple, so I can't really comment like well. But from what I saw, he just reminds me of the old school sort of old style of the American wrestler that comes into the fight, you know, that gets to kind of love throwing big bombs and then comes in to use his wrestling and big bombs, you know? Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the fight a little bit. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, it's a shame in a way. Are you wishing that it wasn't a Contender one and they just dropped you into UFC 305 or something, bro? Because that'll be a big card for the CKB lads, right?
That would have been nice. Like, it would have been awesome for them to do that. But I know that they really like having people come through the Contender Series and like the Contender Series program. So
Yeah.
Either way, I'm just happy that I get to fight, that I get my chance.
True. With the timing, will you have time to actually go to the UFC 305 in Perth, or you'll be crossed over?
Nah, it crosses over. It's too close. I'll be over in Vegas while they're fighting.
Okay. And what over there, is there any sort of base gym or anything that you guys like to use for training it, or you just use like the UFC center or whatever it is?
Probably just use the UFC center. I'm not too sure about most of the gyms in Vegas. Like I know there's Extreme Couture and Syndicate and stuff, but I'm not too close with anyone that's in there.
That sort of relationship with them. Yeah. Well, anything else stuck out to you over there, bro? Did you do anything interesting over in the States when you were with Brogan?
Oh, what did we do? Did we do anything super interesting? We went to 10th Planet in downtown Las Vegas. So we went to one of the 10th Planet gyms there, had a roll in their jiu-jitsu class. The coach who took it was super cool. He was, I think his name was Chad. He had like heaps of energy, but he taught the class real well. And they got a few guys in that gym who were real slick. So it was good to like at least get some kind of training in over there.
The only thing I sort of see of those guys is the way they like use their guard and that, like for, you know, they pull a leg like right over the head and that. Like, are they doing that sort of stuff? I can't think what the names are of that move. But
Nah, they're not really doing that stuff anymore. They like the rubber guard. That's it. No, they're not really getting to like rubber guard or mission control, whatever they call it. Yeah. They're focusing on like pretty stock standard jiu-jitsu now.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else?
Yeah.
What about the area, bro? Do you anything interesting about there compared to New Zealand or Australia? I know they got like illegal weed shops and all that over there, or no?
Yeah, it's all legalized over there. There's got all the dispensaries. Everywhere, yeah. Even the petrol stations have like poker machines in there and stuff. Like it's everywhere. All the gambling.
Yeah, it's crazy. I looked up something, some of these dispensary shops, and they look like fucking phone shops or something. They're so clean and beautiful and nice displays and everything, right? It's crazy how far it's come over there. And then you look at Thailand now too. Thailand's on the way. They're still a bit rough around the edges, but it's all getting that way. They'll eventually be pretty pro as well, you know? It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing in a country that used to put people in jail for it, and then we got countries like here. Like where I am now, bro, if you have a bit of weed, you can go to jail for like 8 years or something. It's just fucking whacked. Like you can go other countries that it's like legal, and then you come here, you just pull out a joint, and you get arrested for it and stay in jail. It's just crazy, man. Yeah.
That's hard. Yeah. That's
weird state of the world, bro. So what's the plans now, bro? You obviously got some time. The plans is to pump up the training now. This would be the start of just smashing it, right, and really getting your body fit and ready, yeah?
Yeah, this is it. I'm just going, the next 8-9 weeks is just head down, just work. That's it.
Yeah.
Jump straight into training, yeah.
And so at that time I don't know how you guys work so much. You probably have like your kind of guidelines for each fighter, what you're going to be doing, like, and you'll focus on that, and then on the side you'll just be pumping that fight fitness, right?
Yeah, that's 100% what I'm doing is very specific work with the coaches on like the pads and stuff and a little bit of the grappling. And then other than that, it's all just fitness. A lot of live work, a lot of sparring.
Yeah. Bro, that just popped into my head like Dan Hooker. When I first sort of saw him over here, I remember seeing him on the pads and he was going jab, cross, left kick, jab, cross, left kick. And then I fucking went to watch him in CKB in New Zealand before, and he's on the pads with Eugene. He's doing the same fucking combo. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, fuck, he does the same basic shit that everyone does, but what is it that makes him that much better than the other people? He's practicing basic combinations, right? What is it that then makes him world class at doing those combinations? I'm just interested in your take on it, because we all fucking do a jab, cross, left kick, you know what I mean? But what makes him or you, whatever, to be a higher level than me, as an example, as a kind of amateur level?
It's just I think from my experience, when the coaches get me to do that similar thing, it might not be jab, cross, left kick. Say it's like 1, 2, 3. I guess they're kind of just looking for like where your weight is, where your hands are when you're hitting, just the timing that you can get on the punches and stuff. It's all just the really small things. The really small things are after. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing for me, I noticed when I had the opportunity to spar some pros, 100% what you just said is the timing. The timing was everything, because it's just fucking destroying me, man. On the timing, you know, and the fakes and that, you know, like you can throw something to land on someone, but to actually get the timing right and the feints to stall them and then hit them when they're not ready, right? Like it seems to be almost everything. Yeah. All right, bro. Anyway, thanks for your time, man. I just wanted to see where you're at with this Contender fight, and I'm pumped for it, bro. Can't wait to see you in action. Can't wait to see you keep this beast at range, and when he comes in, monster knee up the center, he's unconscious on the ground, perfect. Either that or just a flurry of long-range punches down the center like that other guy did, but ending with him face first on the floor. That's what I want to see.
All right. I'll make sure you get one of those too.
All right. I'll be waiting for it. All right, bro. Thanks again. Thanks for your time, mate.
No worries. Thanks, baby.